Hello, lovely. It's a Thursday morning, and I'm feeling great today because last night was the what was supposed to potentially be a night of rioting and attacks of various buildings around the country that are designed to support refugees and asylum seekers. And instead, what happened is thousands and thousands and thousands of people came out on the street to support refugees and asylum seekers, and or basically to say, this is something we denounce the violence that has been happening, and we believe that immigrants bring something of value to our country. And yeah, so pretty amazing stuff to watch last night. So if anyone was out there on the streets, I commend you, because I think it's really changed the game. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today was the fact that if you are turning 50 or have recently turned 50 or approaching 50, you might be having a little bit of a midlife moment where you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm halfway through my life, at least halfway through my life, which is what happened to me. And I found that a very motivating thing, actually, because it made me think, if I'm going to do anything that I keep saying I want to be doing in my life, I better get on with it now, because who knows, really, I have no idea how much time I have left. And about that time, I came across a concept, a model that has been put together by Avivah Wittenburg-Cox. And she talks about the 4-quarter lives. And I found this so reassuring, I guess, is the word that it was for me. So the 4-quarter lives basically works on the assumption that if we live 100 years, our life is divided into 4 quarters. The first quarter, from 0 to 25, is what Avivah calls the growth period, right? This is when we grow. Pretty obvious, we physically grow, we mentally grow, we're learning things, all of that. The second quarter, so 26 to 50, is what she would call the achieve quarter. So this is when it's almost like you could call it adulting, really. We're achieving things, we're getting our first jobs, first really professional job, or achieving and growing up in that job. We are perhaps getting our first homes during that quarter. But basically, it's the grown-up stuff, right? And there's a lot of adulting that has to go on in that achieve quarter from 25 to 50. And then we get to the third quarter, which is from 50 to 70, or 51 to 75, around about that time. And this is where many of us are now, right? And it's called the becoming quarter. And I just so loved this. It's like everything I've done up until now was kind of the things I had to do, but now I get to become me. Like re-find me, recalibrate, rediscover me away from all that growing and achieving. And so, yeah, this may be where you are now, and you may be looking at this quarter with some trepidation, but I'd encourage you to be excited about it. This is where you get to become. Now, the problem that many people have is that they have no idea what they want to become at this time. And I get that, because I was in that position as well. And that's where I would encourage you to look at some of my work and consider joining my Missions Accepted program. You'll see a link in the blurb that goes with this video, because the becoming part can be super exciting, especially if you do it with other people, which is what will happen in the program. And I give you guided exercises to help you through that process, because it's not that straightforward. Doing it on your own can be really tough. Not impossible, of course. Many people do it. But sharing that journey with other people who are also becoming, or who have already felt like they may have done quite a bit of their becoming, is, for me anyway, a much more enjoyable experience. And I would love to support you through that process. Maybe you already have a really strong idea about what you're becoming, which is fabulous. But if you don't, then consider dropping me a message in the DMs, or I've got a link there that you can go at that gives you some more information. And now you probably want to know what the final quarter is. I love this one as well. So sort of 76 to 100 is called harvesting. So all the work and all the things that you've done, all the energy you've put into people or businesses or jobs or places or your homes or all of those things, this is when we start to harvest all that back. And how fabulous is that to look forward to as well? So, yeah, what are you becoming? This is the question that I have for you. And if you really have no idea how to answer that, then please get in touch. Have a fabulous